Hey guys, my name is Sid and welcome to another vlog. So there are two main things I wanted to talk to you guys about in this video. One is my long-term review of the iPhone X. So it's been almost a year since I've had the phone. So I wanted to share some of my thoughts. I've already done a review of the phone, which I did about a month into having it. I'll link that up over here. Go check that out as well. But in this video, I'm going to be talking about some of the things that I've come to get used to and like even more in the new iPhone X. And the second half of this video is going to be about the new iPhones that are going to be launched at the new Apple event that's happening on September 12th. So it's going to be a little bit of analysis for the future of where iPhones are heading and my thoughts on the iPhone X in general. If you guys saw my review already of the iPhone X, you know that I like the phone a lot. The phone has actually continued to grow on me ever since. I had a few issues with the iPhone X, one mainly being the Face ID, which didn't work so well for me when I was in the car or when the phone is flat on the table. That continues to be an issue. I wish that Apple found a way to integrate the Touch ID into the phone display. I don't think it really makes sense to have Touch ID at the back of the phone because you're gonna have to lift the phone anyway, or if it's on a mount, you're gonna have to take it off the mount in order to use the Touch ID at the back. That makes no sense at all. If they can manage to put a Touch ID under the glass on the iPhone X, I think that would be the best solution. Apple figured out a way to do it. The OnePlus XT, which is the latest flagship from OnePlus, is rumored to have an in-display fingerprint sensor, so that should be something that Apple works on for the next iteration of the iPhone X. The second thing which I didn't like about the iPhone X is some of the gestures that Apple decided to put into the phone. But I've been running the beta of iOS 12 on the iPad. They've addressed most of the issues that I had with the phone, especially with the multitasking side of things and the way that the notifications are shown. Apple's fixed all that. Now all the notifications for a particular app are grouped together on the iPhone, as well as the multitasking has been updated so that you don't have to hold down on an app in order to close it. You can just swipe up like in the previous versions. I have no idea why they didn't do this in the first place, but finally it's been fixed in iOS 12. Now if you look at iOS 12 on the iPad, you can tell that Apple has decided to go all in on gesture controls for iOS 12. So all the iPhones and all the iPads in the future are going to be based on gesture controls. I think it's a great way that Apple is moving because I really enjoy the gesture controls on the iPhone X now. And whenever I pick up an older iPhone, I find it super bulky and I find it a little old school to be clicking a button in today's day and age when we have such fluid and responsive user interfaces. I think the way that Apple handled the gestures is just perfect. It feels really smooth and natural to use it. Now the camera on the iPhone X is absolutely killer. I really appreciated it when I first got it, but as I use it more and being a vlogger, I shoot a lot of video and sometimes you just don't have your nice camera with you to shoot stuff. So it's very important for me to have a good camera on the phone, and the iPhone X does not disappoint. I'll link up a vlog that I shot recently when we went to Lonavala and it was absolutely drenched and raining and the lighting wasn't that great, but the iPhone X still managed to do a great job. I think about 90% of that video was shot on the iPhone X. So beautiful picture quality, very happy with the camera. I've seen some amazing results on the Pixel 2 XL, and I think that's the only phone that probably does a better job in terms of picture quality. I still prefer the iPhone X picture versus the Galaxy S9. I feel the Galaxy S9 oversaturates the image a little bit. The iPhone X is just about right, especially when it comes to video. Now the iPhone X has been an absolute beast when it comes to performance. I mean, this thing never slows down on me. It keeps up with all my apps. I'm a heavy social media user. Everything just works butter smooth on this operating system and on this hardware that's in the iPhone X. Absolutely killer. I can't imagine how they would improve the processor in the next version and how it would make a difference to the user experience, because the iPhone X already feels so fast and it's never slowed down on me, no matter how intensive the app I'm running on it is. I'm loving the performance of the iPhone X. It just works, and it works really well and smooth. Another major issue I had with the iPhone 10 was the notch. To be honest with you, over time as I've used the phone more and more, the notch just seems to have disappeared on me. I don't even notice it anymore. Now if you look at the rumors for the next set of iPhones coming out, Apple's going to be announcing a new iPhone very soon on the 12th of September. So if you guys were wondering what this title of this video is about, basically that's the reason. Don't buy an iPhone 10 right now. We're gonna have the announcement of the brand new iPhone 10s probably. So hold off right now. You're probably gonna get the new phone in about a week and a half. This is what Apple's new lineup is gonna look like. So they're gonna have an upgraded version of the iPhone 10, probably called the iPhone 10s. We're going to have a plus size version of the iPhone 10, which is going to be called the iPhone 10s Max. Apparently, I don't know why Apple is changing their plus acronym for the larger phone. Apparently it's going to be called Max this time. And most interestingly, they're going to have a third iPhone, which is probably going to be called just the iPhone or maybe the iPhone 9. And that's going to be a budget iPhone priced at around $699, around $700 roughly, and it's going to look exactly like the iPhone 10s, but it's going to be having a lower resolution, so no OLED screen. It's going to be an LCD with a 6.1-inch 720p-ish display. It's definitely not going to be as nice a screen as the iPhone 10s. It's not going to have the dual cameras at the back, so it's going to have a single camera. It's probably going to be missing a few features here and there, but overall this is going to be the mass market iPhone that's going to be coming out this year, and it's going to be gesture control just like all the other phones in the lineup. So Apple probably is going to completely ditch the home button this year for all the new iPhones coming out, which is really important because now you see the way that Apple's thinking. They want to discontinue the home button. They're going to discontinue that old design, and this is going to be the future of the iPhone. So guys, if you're on the border about the whole gesture control thing, and if you want to stay in the Apple ecosystem, you're going to have to accept that gesture-based control system, and I think it's a good move. I think Apple should move in this direction. Our modern OSs are so fluid and fast. I don't think we require a physical button anymore. The gestures do an amazing job. And whenever I look at an old iPhone now, I can't help but feel that it looks old and antiquated. Even the iPhone 8. Apart from this, they're also going to be probably launching a version of the iPad Pro without a home button. You know, it's going to have a small bezel around the whole thing, which is going to include Face ID as well, and also support gestures. You can already see them doing this in the new version of iOS 12. And the third most important thing that I feel is going to be a big change for Apple this year is they're going to have a design change for the Apple Watch Series 4. And I've been rocking the old school version of the Apple Watch. This is the first Apple Watch that came out. I've had it for almost 3.5 years. Battery life is dying, but it's become such an integral part of my day that you know, I want to get the new Apple Watch. It's so useful for me, especially with fitness monitoring and all that. So looking forward to the new Apple Watch. It's going to be a redesign. It's going to have a slightly bigger screen, 15% more, smaller bezels. It's going to have more sensors to measure different things about your health. So hopefully that should be a big upgrade for Apple Watch users, and I'm looking forward to buy that one. So when I do buy it, I'll make sure I'll do a review of that. If you guys want to watch that, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that bell notification icon, and you'll get an email as soon as that video is out. I was thinking of doing a live stream about the Apple event. Let me know if you guys are interested in doing that, so we can discuss what Apple launches in real time through the chat. If you have enough people interested in that, leave a comment and we'll do a live stream. It's going to be on the 12th of September, probably about 9 o'clock in the evening, Dubai time. So if you guys are interested and available at that time, leave that comment. Alright guys, that's it for this video. If you liked it, hit that like button, leave me a comment, subscribe to watch more videos like this. Let me know what you guys think of the iPhone 10 and the future of iPhones with the gesture control operating system. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.